प्रेम से श्री कृष्ण स्वामी की जय, शारदा माता की, गुरु महाराज की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। प्रेम से बोल श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की। Very loudly we say, प्रेम से बोल श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की, प्रेम से बोल श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम। It is indeed a great pleasure for me this morning to be here with each and every one of you, to engage in, as a family in satsang, to connect with Bhagavan. I'd like to take this opening opportunity to give my pranam to my parents who are giving me this opportunity to be here with each and every one of you to join in satsang. My pranam to Pandit Samsundar Hamdard ji and Pandit Krishan ji and family. Also my pranam to each of you, sadhaks, divine beings on this road of spirituality to self-realization. This morning I would like to have a conversation with each of you on Sri Ram Parivar, the family of Bhagavan Sri Ram. Let us first look at the members of Sri Ram. Who are the family members that Bhagavan Sri Ram surrounds himself with? When we look at his murti, when we look at his depiction through a picture, who do we see with him? This is an interactive session, so I'm looking for answers predominantly from the kids. We're looking for 4 different members. Who are the 4 members that I'm referring to? Go ahead, you can shout. This is classroom setting, no problem. So 4 members of Sri Ram Parivar. Adults, you can also help the kids as well. Nigel? Who's 1 member? We have Sri Ram, so who are the other 3? Lakshman Bhai, Bharat ji, Satruhan, very well. When we look at the picture of Bhagavan Sri Ram, we also see Sita Devi, Lakshman Bhai, and Hanumanji Baba, not so? So when we look at them, we see Bhagavan Sri Ram being surrounded by his family members. When we look at them, Bhagavan Sri Ram is standing in the middle. To his left, Bhagavati Sita Devi is present. To her right, Lakshman Bhai is present. And at the feet of Bhagavan Sri Ram, we see Hanumanji Baba. When we look at them, we may have our own personal connection to each of them in this form of divinity. And us being West Indian Hindus, it's easy for us to identify with the struggles and with the challenges Bhagavan Sri Ram faced as he was vanishing from Ayodhya. But when we look at them in this image, in this form, let us try to understand them at a deeper philosophical level. When we look at Hanumanji Baba, he to us represents so much philosophically when we analyze him and his great acts. Hanumanji Baba is that of the mind. When we break his name apart, we say Hanuman. Man is present, the mind. So he is that aspect, that principle of the mind. When we look at Lakshman Bhai, he is the embodiment of one of my favorite Sanskrit words, Vairag. Vairag is that of dispassion. We tend to be so caught up in this material world in which we live in, and sometimes we allow ourselves to be brought down by the external situations of the world in which we experience. So we should try to exhibit dispassion towards them and grow and develop from any situation that we come across in life, instead of being brought down and dragged down by these external challenges. Then we proceed to Bhagavan Sri Ram. Philosophically, he is the embodiment of Paramatma, the divine energy, which is the supreme soul of Bhagavan. Connecting these 3, using our mind, we focus our attention and connect with that of Paramatma, while being dispassionate towards the external things of the world. After this, we reach Sita Devi. Looking at Ramayana for a brief moment, Hanumanji Baba, as he's flying into Lanka, he's looking for who? Sita Devi. Here we see the principle of the mind. As we said earlier, Hanumanji represents that of the mind. He's looking for Sita Devi, that of peace, divine peace. There's no, there's so much to go on with this topic by itself, but maybe for a later time. After connecting and merging with that supreme divine energy of Paramatma, Bhagavan Sri Ram, we will find and experience that ultimate peace in which we will experience the energy of Sita Devi. So to recap, looking at Sri Ram Parivan, using the mind, we place our focus on Bhagavan while being dispassionate and equal-minded in this physical world in which we are put to live in. And through this, we will experience ultimate peace. With this will conclude my short few moments for this morning. And I would like to thank Panditji very much for blessing me and giving me this brief opportunity to share some beautiful teachings from our tradition with you. At this point in time, I invite each of you to put our hands, our voices, our love together as we petition that of Bhagavan Sri Ram. This morning, let us engage by clapping. That way, when we leave the mandir this morning, we can say, yes, I went to the mandir. I chanted the beautiful name of Bhagavan. I clapped. I rejoiced in his name. So with this, I urge each of you to put your voices, your love, your bhakti together as we chant. Bholo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bholo Ram. 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 Janam safar hoga re vande, मन मेरा मन मेरा बसाए भोलो राम जय जय राम भोलो राम भोलो राम जय जय राम भोलो राम और सदा सुख धारा भोलो राम जय राम भोलो राम हे राम भजत पावन करुणा कर और सदा सुख धारा सहस सुहावन अति मन भावन राम है प्रीत लगाए मन मेरा बसाए भोलो राम जय जय राम भोलो राम बोलो राम जय जय राम भोलो राम भोलो राम जय राम भोलो राम भोलो राम भोलो राम जय जय राम भोलो राम जय जय राम भोलो राम धर्म सफल होगा रे वंदे मन मेरा बसाए मन मेरा बसाए भोलो राम जय जय राम भोलो राम जय जय राम भोलो राम When we look at Pavanaputra Hanuman, Mahavira Swami, probably he says, Mere man mein bhi Ram, mere tan mein bhi Ram. God of Bhagavan Sri Ram, he is in my mind, mere tan mein bhi Ram, he is in my body. So let us enrich our inner divine energy as we chant. Bholo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bholo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bholo Ram, Bholo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bholo Ram,
Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram.
Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram.
Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram.
प्रेम से बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोल श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की। ओम नमो पार्वती पते नमः। हर हर महादेव। Once again, I thank each and every one of you in Panditji and family for this opportunity to allow me to speak very briefly on such a beautiful aspect of our teachings and our philosophy.